As a player and later as a coach, John Hammill has played a key role over the years in the development of the tennis program at the University of Miami. Throughout the 1980s and into the 90s, Hammill, the coach, helped continue Miami's outstanding tennis tradition.
John was really probably the main reason I came to University of Miami, and I came in 1990 through 1992, and he was definitely one of the biggest influences on my tennis career.
As a player in the early 60s, Hammill led the Hurricanes to consecutive fourth-place NCAA finishes. In 1963, he also earned All-American honors while helping the Hurricanes build the longest winning streak in collegiate tennis history, 137 straight wins. Later, as a coach, the native of South Africa filled the Hurricanes roster with talent from around the world.
We had players from Germany, from Sweden, from Haiti, from the Virgin Islands, and it was a real treat to have that kind of mix of players, not to mention the talent of all the players on the team. I was very fortunate to not only get to play with those guys, but got to see all the different cultures from all those different places.
Between 1980 and 1995, Hammill guided the Hurricanes to 269 victories against just 128 losses. 13 times his teams qualified for the NCAA tournament. As a coach, Hammill demanded the best from his players and got it most of the time.
We went up to Minnesota once when it was 20 below zero, and all the guys decided the day before the match to head out to a skiing trip, and not the most best thing to do before you're playing a big match. And the next day, as you can imagine, not everyone performed at their best, and in our meeting after the match, John, I think, was a little bit disappointed and wanted to know what had happened, and he had always heard rumors of kind of a couple of guys going out, and he had made a comment. I played on the years with Connie Falk, who's a University of Miami legend, and he had made a comment that you wouldn't see a guy like Connie Falk head out to go and do anything extracurricular. And the funny thing about it, and sorry about this, Connie, but Connie was the one who was leading the way, and I just always remember that. That kind of stuck out because I think when John finally found out about it, he had a good laugh about it, but at the time it really wasn't that funny.
Tonight, an outstanding player and coach enters the University of Miami Sports Hall of Fame, John Hammill.